Director James Gunn has confirmed that two superheroes from that mural from Superman are in fact going to be playing a key role in the future of the DCU, and of course Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters. Now which heroes, we don't know. But I would guess Dr. Fate is one of them. Possibly Jay Garrick. But then again, this is James Gunn, so it could be the most obscure character on that mural who he somehow makes a household name. So let me just get this right out of the way. I've had people ask if I can make a new video on what all these characters are and what they mean and how they could be involved in the future. It would essentially just be the same video I did when the film first hit, talking about every legacy character, which I will just link above. There's no more needed context to be added, just clear images, but what's the point of remaking the same video, right? Either way, though, let's get into the actual mural. So here it is, and I'm going to slowly scroll by the top and bottom version while I talk about what's going on. So what this is was James Gunn wanting to establish more history of characters that exist in this universe and have existed over the course of the last 300-ish years. But of course, we don't exactly know how, what they did, what they were used for, what exactly were they doing, who were they fighting. You know, none of that is provided as context. Instead, we got this on the Hall of Justice that's now occupied by the Justice Gang. And, well, we can use our imagination, and while looking at it, we see quite a few unique and interesting characters. I think that's the best way to put it. The who's who's of B, D, and possibly even Z-list characters that you probably never imagined you would see in live action or ever mentioned, but, hey, this is James Gunn, and that's his thing. Now, I did mention Jay Garrick, and I do want to note that this has actually been sort of rectified. We know it's not Jay Garrick, it's now actually Max Mercury, but Jay Garrick apparently still does exist in this universe, so make of that whatever you will, or use that as a, I don't know, fact, or maybe a misdirect, who really knows. Amethyst ended up being Madame Xanadu. Again, okay, fine, Madame Xanadu, great. But we also know that there is intent to use some of these characters in the future, as that's exactly what James Gunn talked about. So he said that at least two of these characters, when you look at this mural, will be used to move the DC universe going forward and play a role in everything that they're doing going forward. While also teasing that many other superheroes associated with this team exist, but they're just not here yet. So again, looking at this and everything he's saying, knowing that multiple old school characters will be playing a role in the future, we obviously don't know who, why, or how, but I think we can all kind of start to piece together the DC history and understand that versions of the Justice League did exist, like the Justice Society of America, or just the Justice Society, if you will. And if we just think about the bigger picture and how they're already layering down this long history and existence of metahumans and everything, you start to understand that James Gunn wants to dabble in the past as much as he does in the future to kind of pull things in. And I think looking at what they're doing here with all these characters and the mural, it's basic story building. Now, it's not guaranteed all these characters, or even any of them as he's teasing to, are going to be important. Remember, he said Swamp Thing was going to be a big deal, and The Authority. Where are both of those projects besides dead, you know? So take anything he's saying early on like this as sort of a not guarantee. I want to put it that way. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying that plans change, as we've already seen. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.